Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so we ate well.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, what about school? Where you were going to
Oh
school?
yeah. Well, earlier, of course, I went to school in the Bronx.
Yeah.
Before this, before going into the home, I think it was PS 24. I think in the Bronx, and that was it. But when we went into the home, it was, I guess it was over on 8515, I think, Ridge Boulevard in Brooklyn, and the school was right handy to us, PS 185, and that's where I spent all my schooling
Yeah.
till I graduated in June
Oh, okay.
1934.
You graduated high school or just
But that was grammar school.
grammar school? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, was there a high school after that?
Well, there was a high school after that.
Yeah.
If you want to skip all the in betweens, and yeah, because then I started off in New Utrecht with a regular course. Trying to think what kind of course you call it, a general course, I guess. And and then my sister's husband said he had so many of his family, brothers and things, that were doing so well as engineers, and this is going back because they had this out Long Island, trying to, I can't remember it right now, but I will, but they where they worked, and so they thought rather than me, because college wasn't even thought of them,
Yeah. Yeah.
and so at that time they thought it would be better if I switched to. So I went to this other school, New York, New Brooklyn High Schools for Specialty Trades,
Oh.
and there they didn't have an engineering course I was supposed to be. That would come later. So I started off as a commercial artist because my sister Ethel worked for the Gaumont Picture Corporation of America,
Oh. Okay.
and she has always bringing home these big, circles, showing the art, the movie actors and
Yeah.
whatnot. And I thought commercial art club would be a good thing to take, because then I could learn how to draw. Because I was a pretty good drawer then, and so I started off with that. Then I switched to photography. We even made our own little cameras out of uh, out of cardboard
Really?
and put a pinhole in it, and that's how the first thing of taking pictures.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah. You like your own little Kodak.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was just a cardboard box with the way they had it, the way you like you send in your cereal box, anything how they all put together. But then, and so that was very part of my schooling.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
and so then, that's what I graduated from, the commercial art courses
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
what.
And how? And now, like when you were going to school, were you were also working too, or?
No, this was right now before my working stage. I was still in a home
Yeah.
doing my
Yeah.
and that and
So you were like
so I had to
14.
take
Yeah.
my subways down
Oh yeah.
to different different schools, and then New Utrecht. All those we were on our own to get transportation
Oh,
after I graduated. Yeah,
right, right. Well, so
yeah.
you were still living in the
Ethel.
orphanage, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because then when I hit 16, that was the time when they had to find what was going to happen with me, and that's when my sister Ethel, who had her own family, 12603 South Ozone Park. I remember that,
Wow.
and that's where
Where is that?
and that's where Ethel, that was their home,
Yeah.
and that's when I ended up leaving the home, and she took us in one as we got to that stage of our life.
Yeah. So you were 16 years old. It was
Yeah,
1936.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
The
So
depression was still kind of on. Eisenhower. I mean, yeah, Eisenhower was.
LaGuardia,
Yeah, LaGuardia was the
yeah,
mayor. Yeah, of New
yeah,
York. Yeah.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. And so that And that's when, oh, and then the home, with all their connections with the companies, see, it was run by a Swedish society, and at the time I was there, which was nice. And then they had a lot of connections, and this company Sandvik, at that time was Sandvik Saw and Tool Corporation, on 47 Warren Street, New York City, and they took me in,
Yeah.
and it's a shipping clerk.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And,
Okay.
and they brought in so much beautiful things from Sweden, and a lot of it was heavy cases of tools, because the auto industry was a big customer of Sandvik's at that time, and we'd ship cases and cases of diagonal pliers or all, and Panzer blades. If you never heard of a Panzer blade,
Nah.
that was on the auto bodies. To do a lot of the auto body works done by these they were like a file. I still have some down in my tool cleveland that they were just, and it was like with the metals and all the body work on the cars and stuff. And so that was quite a business for the company.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, how many hours a week were you working?
8 hours a day,
8 hours a day, so normal. Yeah. And,
Yeah.
and how much were you getting paid?
$12 a week.
$12 a week.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Wow, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
And my sister Ethel had $12 a week. $4 went to her for room and board, and $4 went into the bank, and $4 was for me to get to work and my living expenses.
and spending money.
Yeah, and spending money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So the subway cost only 5 or 10 cents a trip, and everything was in the United States when money wasn't as running like you people have today.
yeah. Well, that what's that equal out to 30 cents an hour? Something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
But everything was a lot less expensive. And
Yeah.
what did it cost? Oops! What did it cost to ride the? What would you get in the
Subways?
Subways? Was
yeah,
a
the
nickel?
Long Island Express was a little more expensive, and it was a long ride from Long Island to New York City.
Yeah. And how much was that?
And it was very cheap though.
Yeah.
I can't. A lot of roads would be under 20 cents, 15 cents.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even a nickel.
Yeah.
Depending at that stage.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
And